Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time we'll be doing a fill. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going in and removing all her bling. So I'm using a pair of nippers, and then I'm also going to go in and remove the gel polish, and for that I'll be using a medium grit drill bit. Alrighty, so once again I'm using a medium grit drill bit. Okay, it came out now. A medium grit drill bit. Okay. And remember, whenever you're removing gel, you want to make sure that you use something that's coarse enough to remove all that gel, because if not, you will be removing gel for all your life. So you want to make sure it's coarse enough to where it's going to just quickly take it off. Once again, this is a medium drill bit, and we're just going to remove all the gel. And this foil and then the other glitter nail are encapsulated, which means that the foil and the glitter are under the acrylic, so we're just going to keep those like that. And then after this, we're just going to remove the shine from the natural nail. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go in with a 180 sanding band, and I'm just going to remove the shine from the natural nail. And remember, you want to make sure that you get all that shine off, but you also want to be careful to make sure that you don't damage their natural nail. You gently just want to remove the shine. You even want to slow your drill down. It is slower than when I'm removing the gel polish, and you usually kind of get the hang of it after doing nails for a little bit. You see what kind of works for you, so whatever works for you, then good. But once again, I'm using a 180 sanding band, and I'm just removing the shine from the natural nail. And remember, this part is really important, because if you don't remove the shine, it will cause lifting. 80 to 80% of your lifting comes from not prepping the nail correctly. So after this, we're just going to dust the nails off. I am using my Mia's Secret acrylic system, which is my pink powder and my liquid, and once again they are by Mia's Secret. And I'm going to be using my alpha brush in the number 9, and then I'm also using my OPI primer, and it's called Bondex. Alrighty, so once again, I'm using my alpha brush in a number 9, and it is an oval. So I'm just going to go in and feel the back of her nails. As you can see, I'm just going to get one bead, and then remember, whenever I'm applying acrylic, I like to just add as needed. You want to make sure that you turn your client's finger and kind of look at the nail from different angles, because sometimes from the top it will look pretty good, but then if you look at it from the sides, you might have a little dent or something. So remember, just kind of add acrylic as needed. That way at the end you won't have a lot of filing to do, and you want to work smarter and not harder. I haven't said that in a while, but you want to make sure that you work smarter and not harder. You don't want to add a big old bead at the beginning and then you have it all over the skin, just everywhere. So remember, work smarter and not harder. If you have to work with a little bit of acrylic like I do, then that's fine, because that works for me. So once again, you also want to make sure that you clean around that cuticle area really good. If you have it over the acrylic or over the cuticle, it will cause lifting if you don't get it off. So just work with a little bit of acrylic. That way you're not having to worry about it running down towards the skin or something. Just do whatever works for you, but I highly recommend that you just work smarter and not harder, so you don't have a lot of filing at the end. As you can see, I dip my brush into the liquid, I wipe it off on the side, and then I dip it into my powder. I apply my bead on the nail closer to the cuticle area, I pat it down, and then I start brushing it down towards the tip. So once again, I dip my brush into the liquid, then into the powder, and then apply it on the nail, and then just brush it. And as you can see, I wipe my brush a lot on the paper towel, and you always want to make sure that you wipe, because if not, that acrylic will stay in your brush. So every time you wipe your brush, or before you dip it into the powder or the liquid, you want to make sure that you wipe your brush off, because that's how all that acrylic gets stuck in your brush. So you want to make sure you're careful about that, because those brushes will get messed up really easily if you do not clean them properly. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go in and reshape her nails. So they're already stiletto, so I'm just going to go back and redefine that shape. She likes them really sharp, so we're just going to go back and shape them up a little better. So once again, I'm using my files from my website, and my website is still down. I wish I could just yell it. My website is still down. It will be back up soon, so please bear with me. I have hundreds of people asking me every day, and I appreciate all the support, but I say it in all my videos, my website is still down, and I will keep you guys updated. I'll let y'all know before I even restock. That way everybody has time to get their money together and they'll know when it's back up. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. So after I reshape the nails, I'm going to go in with my fine drill bit and we're just going to file the nails. Alrighty, so once again, I'm using my fine drill bit and we're just going to file the nails. As you can see, I always focus on that cuticle area. You want to make sure you seal around that cuticle really good. That way you don't have any lifting. Remember, a lot of your lifting comes from not prepping the nail properly and also from not filing around that cuticle area really good. And yes, I did accidentally cut my client, but stuff like that happens. No matter how careful you try to be, you will sometimes cut them, and I was not trying to, but it happens. The only thing you can say is I'm sorry and just keep moving. But I did wipe it off with a little alcohol wipe, so that's what that was. Alrighty, so now I'm going in and buffing all her nails. Remember, whenever we buff the nails, we're getting rid of all the little scratches left from our electric file. And if you do not buff, you will be able to see the little scratches through your polish. So that's why you want to make sure that the nails are nice and smooth. And after this, we're just going to dust them off and clean them off with an alcohol wipe. Alrighty, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Madam Glam gel polish in the color Paradise, and it's like a little holographic silver glitter. Yeah, it's like the little holographic glitter. And then I'm gonna sprinkle some of this glitter on there, and I did mix this little glitter myself, so it's just a whole bunch of different little holographic glitters, and I just sprinkled it over the nail. I'm trying to pat it down because some of the glitters are chunky, so I want it to lay on the nail. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to this middle finger. I'm gonna apply a coat of this Madam Glam gel polish in the color Paradise, and then I'm gonna sprinkle the glitter over the nail. And I'm using a cuticle pusher, and as you can see, I put the little container right under the nail, that way I don't make a big old mess. And then after this, I'm just going to pat the glitter into like the top coat, that way it's not too rough, because as you can see, some of the little pieces are bigger, so I just want to make them lay down. Alrighty, and for the rest of the nails, I'm going to be using a Perfect White Gel Polish by Madam Glam. And once again, we're just going to do this on the rest of her nails, and then we're going to cure them for 60 seconds because we have that glitter on the other nail, so we want to make sure that that is nice and cured all the way through. Alrighty, so same thing for this hand. We're going to apply Paradise by Madam Glam on the pinky and the middle finger, and then we're going to sprinkle that glitter over those nails, and then the rest will be white in the color Perfect White by Madam Glam. And then we're going to cure that hand for another 60 seconds as well. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go back and do a second coat of the white, and then after this we're going to cure them for 30 seconds, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other hand. Alrighty, so now I'm going to apply my IBD gel top coat, and remember it is a non-cleanse. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it because I'm doing a chrome on all the white nails. And remember, whenever you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're using a non-cleanse top coat, because if not, it would not work. And then I'm only going to cure them for 30 seconds. I don't cure them for more than 30 seconds because then my chrome would not stick. Now remember, all top coats and all lamps are different, so yours might require for it to be cured a little bit longer, but usually if you've worked with chrome, you kind of know what works for you. So remember, whatever works for you, then do that. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go in and apply my chrome, and to do so I'm using a makeup wedge sponge, and it's like a pinky greenish chrome. It kind of has those two colors in it, which went perfect because my girl is an AKA and she was going to an AKA convention, so it turned out perfect. So once again, I'm just going to do this on all of her white nails, and remember, you want to make sure that you do not cure the gel top coat for longer than 30 seconds. At least that's what works for me, because if not, that would not stick on the nail. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other hand. I'm going to apply my IBD gel top coat. I'm going to cure them for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to go back and do the chrome. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in and apply my IBD gel top coat on the nails with the glitter. And remember, you want to make sure that you do those nails last when you're applying a top coat, because that glitter will get all over your brush and then it'll be all over the other nail. So you want to make sure you even wipe your brush after you're done. That way you don't have any glitter in it. So then we're going to cure those nails for 60 seconds. And then we're going to go back and buff them. And the reason why I'm buffing them is because, remember, I did say that it was a chunkier glitter. So whenever I ran my finger over the nail, it was really rough. So by me buffing it, I'm not taking any of the acrylic off. I'm just making it nice and smooth. And then we're going to go back and apply some bling. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go in and add some bling. So I'm using my Mia Secret gel resin and my wax pencil. And I use this big piece, this big rhinestone, but I feel like it's way too big, so I am going to end up changing it. But then for the rest, I'll be using my SS6 and my SS12. And then once again, I am going to go back and replace that big thing with another one, because like I said, I just feel like it was too big and too bulky. So I'm just going to change it for another pink rhinestone. Alrighty, so once again I am using some bigger jewels, and then I'm also using my SS6 and my SS12 rhinestones, my Mia Secret gel resin, and my wax pencil. And then I'm also spraying, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm spraying my Mia Secret gel resin activator, and all that does is basically just help the glue dry a little bit faster, especially when I apply the bigger piece. I want them to stay in place, so I am going to spray them once I'm done. Alrighty, so I applied my gel top coat. Now I'm going to move over to the other hand, and I'm going to do the same thing. I've already applied my gel top coat, so now I'm going to go back and buff those nails to give it a smooth surface, and then I'm going to start applying my bling. So same thing, I'm going to be using my Mia Secret gel resin, my wax pencil, my big bling, and then I'm also going to be using my SS6 and my SS12 rhinestones. And then to top it off, I'll be using my IBD gel top coat, and we're going to cure them for 60 seconds. Alrighty, so now I'm just applying my clear pineapple cuticle oil. I'm just going to massage it onto her cuticles. And then this is the final look. They turned out so pretty. That chrome is just flawless. And they're just so shiny. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at GetNailed32. And I'll see you guys in my next video.